So we wanted to talk to you about preparing for a wildfire. In case you haven't heard, in Colorado, just a few miles away from us, there is a huge wildfire going on. It's burned like 5,000 acres. It's kind of up by red feather, so it's taking out cabins and just causing a lot of havoc, and they haven't been able to control it for quite a few days. So we wanted to talk to you about the best ways to prepare for a wildfire, since we're coming in towards summer and it's when fires are most frequent. So
there are certain things you can do to make your house safer. You can go to FEMA's website and they have a list of steps you can take, but we, kind of summarize those. We have some of our own steps you can take, and we just wanted to talk to you about those. You might want to just start out by educating everyone in your household on fire safety. Make sure that they understand that they are a real threat. They may not be something that you're in danger of all the time, but there's something that you want to be prepared for just in case. And you want to have emergency numbers available. You want to have a plan of where to meet up with people. Let's say you're not all at home. This is true in any disaster. If you have to evacuate, you want to have a place where you and your family can all meet up. You want to make sure you have emergency numbers that you can all call, just to make sure you all are on the same page if you do have to evacuate in a certain situation like that. But there are also steps you can take to actually prepare your house, just make it a little more fireproof. You can't totally prevent your house from burning down in a wildfire, but there are things you can do to make it safer during a wildfire. You want to talk about some of those things?
Sure. And also something too, I don't know if you mentioned this, but have an escape route plan for your kids. That way, the best thing to do is just practice it and have them know that if they're in their bedroom, then the best way to get out is through a window or through the back door, just some kind of plan. The best thing to do is design your house, like the exterior decor of your house, with safety. Keep smaller shrubs and trees away from your house, at least 30 feet as a maximum, or as a minimum, sorry. You want to keep your front yard clean, free of flammable brush. Just if you have dry twigs, dry leaves, dried bushes, anything just really dry is going to easily catch on fire. So the best thing to do is keep all of your shrubs watered so that there's more moisture in them, so that they're harder to catch on fire. You always should keep hoses around your house, especially really long hoses. That way you can reach areas that are farther away. You can rinse down the side of your house, like trees, keep everything just wet so that way it can't start on fire.
It's also recommended to keep like the 30-foot radius around your house just like concrete, because concrete's not flammable. Then outside that 30-foot radius, that's where you can plant shrubs. A little further away, plant trees. You want to plant trees far enough away from your house that if they do catch on fire and fall over, they don't fall on top of your house. That's really important. And another thing is, if you are having to evacuate during a fire, you want to evacuate as quickly as possible. But if you have a little bit of a time, if it's more, if you have 30 minutes or an hour, if it's not like an immediate thing, a good thing to do is turn off all the gas in your house, shut all the windows, that way embers don't come in, catch things on fire inside your house, keep flammable things away from the windows. Just do what you can to keep the fire outside of your house. That way at least your possessions won't be damaged. Is there anything else?
Definitely keep grills, barbecues, firewood, anything like that away from your house. All it takes is like one spark, to hit a dry section of your house, and your house is going to go up in flames. And definitely just do that anyways in case of a fire, because propane is extremely flammable, and if it catches on fire near your house, then it's going to explode. That's definitely one of the smarter things to do. FEMA recommends keeping fire retardant drapes in your home if you live in an area that's prone to forest fires. That way, if a fire actually does come around your house, start the outside on fire, it still helps keep the drapes from starting on fire. You can also find fire retardant spray. We did this for Christmas trees too. You can also use the same kind of spray and spray it on your furniture, on anything valuable in the house. Something else that's really good to do is make sure that you have your bailout bag within reach. You can look on our website and find our articles that we have on bailout bags. The best thing to do is have money, underwear, clothing, anything that you're going to need, medications, just everything on hand. That way, in a moment's notice, you can leave. Because if the fire department comes to your house and tells you that you need to get out, you need to leave like automatically, because it doesn't help your house staying there and putting yourself in danger. There's nothing you can do if a fire is going to come close to you. So,
you just remember, like she said, if you're in danger of a wildfire, you don't have time to go through all these preventions and preparations to make sure your house is safe. This is something that you need to do now. That way, if it does happen, I mean, it's not really going to cost you anything. It's not going to take too much of your time. I mean, unless you decide to put concrete around your entire house and you don't have it, but it's probably worth it. That way, if you do have to evacuate, you're not like, crap, why didn't I do this? So just remember, this is something that you need to do now, not wait until it's too late. So.
And like we say too, there's nothing that can guarantee 100% that something wouldn't happen to your house in a forest fire, but the best thing to do is to be prepared. That way you can save your family, your kids, and the things that you love the most. So thanks for tuning in, and we hope that everything works out okay for the people in Colorado.
Thanks.